getting ready to get good.
Got an awful lot of good cars way back in the pack that would still love to get up there and challenge for a win. Carl Edwards would be one of those, Kevin Harvick another, and Casey Kane, who had a pretty good run early in the evening. Right now, they're outside the top 18.
And they know they're here at Daytona where anything can happen because of the draft. They could very easily be up there within a lap. And look at David Reagan. He restarted 20th after coming down the pit road when no one else did back several laps ago, and suddenly he lines up 11th with 4 fresh tires. He could be a threat for this thing as well. The pace car jumps down the pit road. Here comes the field. The double file restart rolling here tonight at Daytona. Clint Bowyer and Kyle Busch on the front row. The green flag waves. Bowyer gets a little push from behind. Brad Keselowski helps there as they come up to speed heading to turn 1.
It's going to be enough to get Clint Bowyer about a half a car length advantage as they hit the 31-degree banking in turn number 1. Kyle Busch is not going to let that battle go without a fight. He's not getting a lot of drafting help from Justin Allgaier. Matter of fact, Allgaier drops back a couple of car lengths. The lead to Clint Bowyer. Here comes Keselowski for second.
Yeah, relatively nobody in the outside lane up front, only 2 cars. Kyle Busch, Justin Allgaier, and now a third will jump up there to let drafting help. That's David Reagan. Up front, it's all Clint Bowyer, but he's under fire for Brad Keselowski.
Brad Keselowski had been downstairs, and all of a sudden he climbs the banking, and now he's going to go to work for the lead. Here they come. Brad Keselowski, top side, and the pole sitter, Clint Bowyer, working to the inside.
Laps wind down to 16 to go. Clint Bowyer trying to hang on to the lead. Kyle Busch trying to take it away as they hit the start-finish line. That is a real dogfight, and waiting in the wings, Brian Vickers gets back in the fray as they go off to turn 2.
Vickers has been a factor for most of the evening, and he is there right now. He is buried up under the rear spoiler of Clint Bowyer. He shoves Bowyer back to the lead. Now Vickers will look to follow in the tire tracks. Brian Vickers to the inside of Keselowski for second.
As the inside line, Brian Vickers now wants to put pressure on Clint Bowyer for the lead, while Brad Keselowski would love to do the same. They're stacked up from second on back. Here's Vickers to the inside of Brad. Joey Logano and Mike Bliss now enter the fray.
Brad Keselowski's got some drafting help there. Kyle Busch, Justin Allgaier. Then behind them, they are 3 wide. Joe Nemechek, Chase and Leffler, David Gilliland stack it up off turn 4.
Vickers peeking down to the inside for a chance to get by. Sees he'd better not do that. He'll keep him stacked up in single file. Here's Keselowski working up the outside lane. A little bit of drafting help there on the move in turn 1.
High line charge for Brad Keselowski as he winds it up in that high lane. Not a lot of help, but there's help on the way. Here comes Kyle Busch in the outside lane. Pulls up on the back bumper of Brad Keselowski. Tries to give him the shove around Joey Logano for third.
Now let's see what they can do in the outside line. Drafting help has arrived on the scene for Brad Keselowski, but so far, no progress. Vickers still in second. Logano and Keselowski side by side for third.
And it's Kyle Busch working that top side. Mike Bliss is right there. Joey Logano climbs the banking. Justin Allgaier is there as well. The battle continues for third between Keselowski and Logano.
Tell you what, Clint Bowyer is lucky to keep the handle on that car. He got a big shove just a moment ago, just past the start-finish line, kept the car in a straight line, and now he's pulled away by a couple of car lengths. Might be the biggest lead anybody's had all night long, but Brian Vickers, Joey Logano, and Keselowski right there with him.
That lead is not going to last for long. There is a new leader in that outside line charge. It's Joey Logano. He jumps to the outside lane. Drafting help from Keselowski. He's going to challenge for second place.
Bowyer throws the block. He'll come up the racetrack and stop Joey Logano's progress. That's going to leave Brian Vickers high and dry, or does it? Here's Vickers. He'll race wheel to wheel with Logano. Bliss and Keselowski side by side, and further back they are 3 wide.
And they're still going to be 3 wide, working all the way through 3 and 4. Harvick in the middle. Gilliland to the top side. Once again, Joe Nemechek right in the mix as well.
13 laps to go as they come down to the line. Clint Bowyer has to be wondering where the challenge will come from. Looks like for now it's going to come from Joey Logano. He breaks out of the pack, looks to the outside, and goes for it in 1.
Here comes Joey to the outside lane, but the momentum is not there. Plenty of drafting help from Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch, but the charge comes to the inside lane. Brian Vickers on the comeback trail. He regains the number 2 position.
One driver making a lot of progress in the last 2 laps is Matt Kenseth, and he's done it in the outside lane. He is there. He is in the drafting mix, and they're 3 wide. Bliss gets forearmed to the bottom. Here comes Edwards. Here comes Harvick up the middle. And Bliss now will try to find a place in line.
Once again, Kevin Harvick smack dab in that 3 wide battle. Now it singles out to double file, but the battle continues for second. Brian Vickers and Joey Logano on the chase behind your race leader.
Coming down to the line, there are 12 laps to go, and it might get furious out there if it can get much more than what it has been all night long. Don't know if we can stand it. They're too wide 1 minute, and somebody goes even way below the yellow line down in turn 1.
But got shoved way down low, but is able to get back up onto the racing surface. The side-by-side battle now is for third. David Reagan from way out back. He's to the inside of Joey Logano. That's the battle for third place.
That battle comes to the back straightaway. Here they come, wheel to wheel. Up front, Clint Boyer all by himself. Vickers is there, and now the battle for third resumes. Reagan to the inside of Logano. Edwards to the inside of Busch. They are stacked up for third on back. David Reagan is right there. He works the bottom right behind Brian Vickers, right behind Clint Boyer. The battle continues, though, for fourth. Carl Edwards and Joey Logano side by side.
Reagan working the inside lane. That's been the favored line all night long, but Joey Logano tries to get drafting help to the top side. Nobody comes along to help, so he goes back the wrong way. Clint Boyer leads the pack to 1 with 11 to go.
David Reagan is all the way back to the number 3 position. Those 4 new Goodyear Eagles may be the advantage for Reagan. He's to the number 3 spot, tucked in on the back bumper of Brian Vickers as they race to the super stretch.
Shuffling it up further back outside the top 10, leaning on one another, coming to the super stretch. Up front, single file formation from about the front 7 or 8. Boyer, Vickers, Reagan, and Edwards now will feel a challenge from Harvick on the outside. Here comes Kevin Harvick climbing the banking. Question is, does he get any drafting help at all? Kyle Busch trying to figure out where he's going to go. He'll tuck it in right behind the Ford of Carl Edwards.
That lead pack of about 8 or 9 cars has got a little breathing room as the laps wind down now to just 10 to go as they cross the line. Single file among the front 5. Back in 6th place, there's Kevin Harvick working his way forward. Brad Kelly.